So NBA playoffs start today. We have a play-in tournament. It's unnecessarily confusing. I'll try to simplify it. We'll start with the West and then go to the East, and we'll end up in the finals. Here are my predictions for the NBA playoffs. So Lakers-Warriors play-in game. I would take the Lakers. I would take the Lakers because I think they're a better team, better defense, and better bench. So the Lakers will beat the Warriors in the playoff game, and the Lakers have won 5 straight. Grizzlies-Spurs play-in game. I would take the Grizzlies. Spurs are a mess. Derek White got hurt. Don't trust them. Warriors-Grizzlies. Take the Warriors. They've played 3 times. Warriors 1 more. So let's start with the first round. Here we go. First round of the Western Conference playoffs. Jazz-Warriors. I'm going to take the Jazz. Jazz are the only team to rank in the top 4 offensive and defensive rankings. I just think Utah's a better team. Right now, only thing I worry about is how they match up with guys named LeBron. Clippers, Mavericks. I would take the Clippers over the Mavericks, and the reason I would be, people think the Mavericks are the great offensive team. The Clippers actually led the NBA in three-point shooting. So they're a much better team, and they can go toe-to-toe on threes. Lakers, Suns, this is an easy one. Lakers have the better bench, playoff experience, size advantage. I think that could get fairly ugly. Nuggets and Blazers. You know, again, if Jamal Murray was healthy, I think this would be a really fast series. But the Blazers did not play well against top 4 teams in the West this year. They were 2-10. A little bit of fool's gold with the Blazers right now. So then we go to the Western Conference semifinals. Jazz, Clippers. I would take the Clippers. Donovan Mitchell missed a lot of games at the end of the season for the Jazz, so you don't know if he's at full strength. I would go Clippers. Nuggets, Lakers. Again, with Jamal Murray out, the Lakers have done a very good job against Jokic. He struggles against their size, and now with Andre Drummond and Anthony Davis, I would take the Lakers there. Clippers, Lakers. I just trust the Lakers in a big spot. It's pretty simple. Clippers have been a really bad team late in games this year. That's like a bad bullpen in baseball. Hard to win a series. Sorry, Dodgers. I'll go Lakers to win the West. All right, the play-in games in the East are barely watchable. Let's just go to the playoffs in the first round of the Eastern Conference. So 76ers take on the Wizards. So they've met 3 times this year. The 76ers, listen, they have a size advantage. I do think Ben Simmons, a great defensive player, can slow down a Bradley Beal or a Westbrook. You take the Sixers there. Knicks against Atlanta. This is where I think the Knicks are going to give Trae Young some headaches. They're a physical team. They play hard. And let's be honest about the Knicks. Number 1 in total defense, points per game. They are great at something. I don't know if Atlanta's great at anything. I would take the Knicks. Nets, Celtics. This is an easy one. I just don't think Boston has the juice. I mean, they got 2 guys that score a majority of their points, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. I think it's a great matchup for the Brooklyn Nets. There are matchups I don't like for them in the East. This could be a sweep for me, Nets over the Celtics. And Milwaukee and the Miami Heat, it is a great series. It's weird because I like Milwaukee a lot in the postseason, but Miami matches up size-wise. I think they've got the better coach. The Bucks beat them 2 out of 3. So I'm just going to go with the higher seed home games here in a very tight series, take Milwaukee. Then you got 76ers take on the Knicks. The 76ers, too much juice offensively. They beat them 3 times this year. I don't think it's a particularly great matchup. You got Doc Rivers, so now I got a veteran coach against Tom Thibodeau. I think all things in right here, 76ers win it. It's a fun series. It's great to have Philly in New York, but I take the Sixers. Nets, Milwaukee. I'm going to take – this is the end of the road for Brooklyn. Giannis has had a field day against Brooklyn. I don't think they defend the interior well. Also, Drew Holiday – and P.J. Tucker and Giannis are guys that will grind on the defensive end. I think these games get ugly. I think Milwaukee is physical, goes right at them, and you see James Harden struggle a little bit and KD struggle a little. Now it's Milwaukee and Philadelphia. I think it's a very good series. Giannis, by the way, against Embiid, that is an all-timer. I'm going to take Milwaukee. I think it's a go-either-way series. I think there's a little bit more. I always worry a little bit about the chemistry component with Philadelphia. Now, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, and Giannis against Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Giannis, that's about as good as you're going to get. It's going to be Milwaukee's got a rough road between Miami, Brooklyn, and Philadelphia. So my finals, I'm kind of wavering on this because I just wonder if the Bucks are going to have too much taken out of them between three grueling series, physical series. I don't know what they're going to have left in the tank, but it's a premonition. I kind of feel it. I kind of feel like Milwaukee. The Lakers have a health issue. AD or LeBron, somebody's not fully healthy. And these are two veteran teams, by the way. It's not like Milwaukee couldn't have a pulled hammy as well. I'm going to go Milwaukee over the Lakers. I do worry about the high ankle sprain. LeBron said he's not 100%. How many series can he go without getting re-injured? That's my guess. Milwaukee wins. I say it with very little confidence. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.